Soul Tribe. Hi there. How y'all doing? Hopefully great. We're going to get some messages from the universe and spirit about the thoughts on what we've been dealing with and how we can proceed moving forward. If you haven't seen the previous videos, check them out. I am doing this. This is coming out on a Thursday. So what Thursdays to me are Thursday thoughts. So let's see what I was going to pick the card off screen, but I decided since it's just the one deck, we can do this quickly before we start to see what our main thought, and then we can get into the tarot. Oh, okay. Spirit said, here's a couple. Here's a couple for you. Well, first of all, don't give up. I love that. Can you see that? Don't give up. It's okay that things don't always feel easy and effortless. Some of the best moments in life happen during and after hard times. Keep believing. This ties in with yesterday's video. Check it out if you haven't seen it. And spirit of life. Remember, you are never alone. The spirit of life is with you. The world takes care of you. Allow yourself to rest in this realization and feel the lightness in you. I love that. All right. So don't give up. Spirit, I see that one is trust that whatever is meant to happen will happen. If it's meant for you, it will happen. So release the burden a little bit for yourself. Embodiment. Now is the time to make your mark in the world. You decide what feels right to you. Embody your leadership power and create your world out of your deepest desires. Well, let's see what Spirit has for us today about that. I hope everyone is doing well. Welcome, welcome, welcome to anyone who is returning. Soul Tribe. Or if you're not part of the Soul Tribe, become part of the Soul Tribe. And welcome to anyone who's new. Welcome in. My name is Kelly. Welcome to the Daily Shuffle Tarot, where we get messages on a daily basis, Monday through Friday. I have things that come out on the weekends, but Daily Shuffle is during the week. And if you aren't part of the tribe, do consider subscribing and joining the tribe. If this is something that vibes with you, love to have you part of the tribe. All right, here we go. Bottom of the deck. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Queen of Swords. Now, it's just kind of tying in with yesterday's energy about releasing something that, so we maybe, some of us maybe, now this is a general read, so it may not resonate for all of you. So just take what resonates, leave what doesn't, and these are timeless. Doesn't matter when you watch them, okay? When you come upon this and you click on it, trust that this is the right time for you to see this, and there very well may be a message in here for you. So the energy we've been dealing with is is something in our life needs to change. We either need to cut something out of our life, make a big change in order to move forward. You're close. So things have been going along well, and all of a sudden, some of you feel like you've hit a roadblock of some sort, or some sort of I don't know, something that it kind of feels like sabotage, possibly, but it's not really. Finding your inspiration is going. Hold on. Spirit of life. I'm hearing. Don't give up. This is a time for inspiration. What inspires you? What inspires you, collective? Let me know down in the comments. What inspires you? Is it like when you meditate, you get inspired, or um, maybe some of you are into reading the Bible or some sort of religious guidance type of literature, or maybe it's music. What inspires you? Maybe tarot reading is on here. Hopefully they do. But Ten of Pentacles came in the some repeat energy here in the other one, and this is a life lesson that you are graduating from. You're so close to graduation here. You know, it's like you can see it. You can see it, but you're worried if you're going to be able to achieve it. There's something that needs to be cut out first, something that may be blocking you. It could even just be a mindset. There's a little bug flying around here. I'm not going crazy, even though I am crazy. After that is the Page of Pentacles, and there's the Devil. Yeah, the Devil, spiritual warfare again. I'll try to tag the appropriate video at the end of the video here, so stay till the end because I'll tag those, and then I'll have cards at the top. But I will definitely put this in the cards and maybe at the end as well. The spiritual warfare video that I did. I'm going to get more into that in the future. So again, subscribe so you don't miss that. That might be an important message for a lot of us in the collective. There's something that you're focused on, but then you feel like there's some sort of blockage. And there may very well be, because the devil is here. So there may be some emotional baggage that you're dealing with. Now, underneath that is the Knight of Cups. It's telling you to follow your heart, but you can't follow your heart if your heart is being, I don't want to say sabotaged, but excuse me a minute here. We're going to get another card before we proceed. It's hard for the heart to feel the right energy and letting things in when we have the shadow energy or some sort of bad habit that we may have, or just thought process. So let's see. This is a shadow deck. So let's see if there's an energy here. These were already pre-shuffled. So let me do one more shuffle. Because yesterday's reading was very important. It was like there was something that needed to change. Like there was some sort of a stop sign that's happened in your life. And moving forward, and you're thinking, what is happening? Why is this happening? And this card here may be information for some of you. This one here. Emotional release. Letting go creates space for new beginnings. I mean, you just can't make this up. Catharsis, purification. There's something, an emotional situation. It can have to do with another person, but it doesn't always have to be. Something is bothering you. Something has disappointed you. Maybe you're disappointed in yourself. Um, and you got to kind of work with it, but let that go. Face it and let it go, because it's really going to hold you back. Okay. And this channel is all about empowerment. And we all have the tools and the knowledge. We just have to look for it. We have to find it within in order for it to come forth. And of course, our spirit team and spirit helps us, and readings can give you some guidance, not necessarily advice and telling you what to do, but just some guidance. Arrogance. Not seeing flaws hinders growth. No limits to learn and improve. Humility, awareness, and growth. Ooh, avoidance. You're maybe avoiding something. Maybe I don't sugarcoat anything here, so I'm just going to say it. There may be something that, okay, a lot of us go through this, so I'm not going to say this just, you know, uh, one or two of you, because a lot of us may have this. Most of us don't want to be wrong. Most of us don't want to look bad, whether be in front of others or even to ourselves. And we don't want to accept that sometimes we have an ego. We think we know better. No, I know better. I'm just going to continue doing what I do. And the universe is saying, you may want to step back and rethink that. Let's see what the reading has to say, though. There's the Hanged Man that came in yesterday's reading. It was something that we hidden underneath it, we didn't see. Now many of us are seeing it, which is good. It's taking a time out and seeing this differently. Maybe realizing where we have a little shadow, happening here, a little shadow energy, or something that we're doing that we know darn well we shouldn't be doing. And it's time to make some changes. So if you want, yesterday was about a stop sign, a go sign. If you want that stop sign to go to green, so red to green, so you can go, there's something that needs to change. That's all up to each of us individually on our individual paths in the collective. Okay? So that's empowering yourself. That's how you can empower yourself. It doesn't have to be this grandiose, thing. You don't have to make huge changes. Sometimes it's a simple change that needs to be made, and that opens up the path for the freedom to move forward. So it's getting a spiritual awareness. This is very much about spiritual awareness, seeing things from our higher self, even though we're upside down. Because, normally we're standing up and we're thinking we know better, but you know what? See it differently. Look at it from a different angle. That can change everything. I used to play just very quickly, I used to play this word game. And I love those, like the word scramble things. And they used to have a little button on the bottom that would allow you to, they gave you the letters, but if you switch the letters around, it was amazing how that could help you see a different word that you couldn't see with the letters. I know it's just something simple, but it's just the same thing. It's just maybe doing something a little differently or seeing something different can make all the change in your perspective. I'm just saying. Just think of it. Think about it. You need to focus on the opportunity that we have to make the change. The universe is offering you this opportunity. There are signs that are around you. I feel that there are signs. The universe is trying to give you subtle signs, asking you to look at it. And some of you are seeing it, some of you aren't. Let's see what's underneath, and that'll give us more. The universe is saying to make the best of, oh shoot, make the best of your situation. Taking something that doesn't look so good right now to you and doing a little tweaking, mixing up a little this and that, doing a little of your own personal alchemy in your life, being in touch with your emotions, but it's like turning water into wine. If you're feeling a certain way and it's hindering your moving forward, your growth, think about this as a way to change that perspective. Use those emotions. And if you're not feeling the best, pay attention to your emotions and what you're feeling and why. Why? Why do I feel this way? What is it that I could change, or what can I do different that would make me feel better, make me feel like I'm doing the right thing? This is all about patience. Be patient with yourself. So, the things to think about right now is changing your perspective, seeing the opportunity that is in front of you that the universe is offering to you. You just need to go a little, just keep moving forward. You don't know what's on the other side. It's taking that opportunity and moving forward, and then alchemizing things, being the ultimate alchemist, staying grounded, but then also being in touch with your feelings, mixing those two together to make things happen. It's a magic potion. We all have our own little magic potion we can do. All right. So, past energy, what are we bringing with us? The Nine of Pentacles. Many of you out there are very independent individuals. Maybe you like to do things on your own, and it works. For a lot of you, it works. I'm the same way. I see this card in different ways, and right now, some of the things have worked for you, and maybe some of the things haven't. So it's trying to separate. This is definitely what's worked for me. I'm not so sure about this. The independence is you're almost to that 10 of Pentacles, which is learning a lesson. So there's all a lesson in here. You're in a good position because many of you are doing some self-awareness. This to me is also self-empowerment and self-awareness. And those two go hand in hand. This is the alchemy, taking that self-empowerment, self-awareness, and making the situation much better than what it may seem. It's all a power of what you think can become. Okay? Our thoughts are very powerful. Moving in the near future, the King of Wands sees the potential, sees how to make whatever may seem simple and figures out a way to make it work. Very innovative, very creative. So you may need to be creative with what you're doing. But again, you need to cut something out. I don't even know where to put these cards because I'm running out of room. All right, let's see. What do I want? Let's do these. Let's see what else we can get. Thank you so much for tuning in. I appreciate each and every one of you. Everyone remember to like, share, subscribe. I know it's like a broken record, but I'm trying to get this channel alchemized. I'm trying to get it alchemized. I'm trying to get it monetized. Alchemized would be cool too. Trying to get it monetized, but I'm also trying to build a community. So you hitting that thumbs up really helps out. I mean, it means the world to me because it helps my channel, but it also gets it out to other people who may need it. And we can build this community here and build a strong community, a safe place for everyone to do some self-empowerment work, soul searching. All right. So the Hangman. The Star. Your wish. Looking towards the light. Thinking about what you wish. What do you wish right now? That's another thing in the comments down below. What do you wish right now? You have a specific thing, or you just wish you had more peace? Do you wish you had someone special in your life? Do you wish you could live somewhere else, have a different job? There are a million things. The star is the light. Following the light. Spirit, following spirit, your own spiritual path, and making that wish come true. And like I said, the catalyst that inspires. So this week is all about following some sort of inspiration and making the changes so that can happen. Let's see what we have for the Ace of Pentacles. Four of Cups. You're feeling, some of you are feeling a little bit um, stagnant or kind of stuck. It's kind of like emotionally meh. You know, it's not the worst of things, but it's still not the best. And this is an opportunity for you to pay attention to that. What is it that's making you feel this way? I mean, some people may be as far as being depressed. So it's like having the three cups, but that's not what you're really wanting anymore. The universe is trying to offer you a cup, and right now you're not able to see it. So this is taking time to maybe get some emotional stability because something may be making you feel emotionally unstable. I mean, it sounds like I'm going around a circle, but it's true. And so let's see what we can do. So this is what's underlying. We're going to alchemize this. We're going to take our emotions. We're going to stay grounded. We're not going to get too crazy. All right. But we're going to take these not so great emotions and we're going to mix it up a little bit and make it into something better. King of Pentacles. Yes. Staying dedicated, staying loyal to the King of Pentacles is a hard worker and creates their castle. I mean, he's the king of the castle. He's very grounded, very stable, very has been very specific in the decisions he makes, the choices he makes. He or she. I mean, this is masculine energy, so he does things in his life that are going to create more stability. But he does it in a very calculated way. He doesn't go on a fantasy trip. He has emotions, but he doesn't get so caught up in them that he can't see the goal at the end of the road, and so he follows the light. He works hard, he invests well, and he really thinks about his decisions. So it's making sure that what you're mixing up into your life are things that are going to help you move forward and not keep you drained. No low vibration here. That's what we're saying. No low vibration. All right. The Nine of Pentacles, Judgment. Yes. Yes, 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 yes. Okay. So the Judgment card is at a point when you're almost done with a cycle and you've done a lot of I would say self improvement, self awareness. A lot of you have done this already. And so now it's like, again, but this is more of a spiritual look at your life and going, what has inspired me to get to this point and how can I make this go forward? So it's almost like an epiphany. It's being reborn. That something all of a sudden you realize something that you do not want to do or something that you weren't seeing before. Okay. The King of Wands, Justice. Wow, Justice. Oh, sorry. I thought it turned off. I'm talking to myself. Justice. I couldn't see it. Um, which has happened before, believe me. The Justice card here is balance. Okay, so the King of Wands is seeing the future and only going to invest his energy and time into things that are going to keep his life in balance, to keep him happy. And, I see the Queen of Wands is the diva. Well, I don't know if there's a male version of a diva, but he is confident and says that I deserve this. I worked hard and I deserve it. It's facing the truth, though. This justice ties in with this judgment. It's interesting. It's like taking stock of your life and what you have done that has helped you move forward, and maybe look at a thing or two or whatever and say, you know what, maybe I shouldn't have done this, maybe I shouldn't have done that. That didn't quite work as well as I had hoped. Let's not do that again. Okay. It's really paying attention to what has worked and what hasn't and balancing out your life. The evidence can show what has worked in your life. Making a decision. Making a decision is going to help you in the next part of your journey. That's what I'm hearing. The Six of Cups on the bottom of the deck. Something about the past. King of Swords, Ace of Wands, Three of Swords. Lots of swords over here. And then I'll get to these two. But, well, Six of Cups. There's something in your past that you are now making a decision about. Someone, something. And it's not even necessarily a bad thing, but it's just like, that was a good time, but I've grown up now, or I'm different now, and I need to make a very clear cut decision for myself. All right, there's the Ace of Wands again, that inspiration. This is another beginning. This is a beginning for you of inspiration. So really pay attention to what inspires you and let that guide you. The Three of Swords, you're healing from some sort of hurt. There's three swords here. We have the 3, the 9, and the 4. So the 3 to the 9 is the 6. So this is a rite of passage for you. This is going from maybe some rough waters into calmer waters, finding that peace for yourself, having a better mindset for yourself. And this 3 of Swords is maybe there was something that happened in your life or a decision you made that didn't quite work the way you wanted. And but this is kind of like realizing it and healing from it. The 3 to the 4 is the Ace of Swords. Now it's time to meditate, think about things, being very honest with yourself and clear, and trying not to overthink it, but be very clear with yourself. With this King of Swords, he's a very diplomatic and being very just, this is the way it is, and this is what I need to do, and I need to move on. Eight of Cups, releasing some sort of emotional baggage. The Hermit, doing a little soul searching. The Knight of Wands is following this quest of thinking about I'm going to pull this back out. Spirit, if I can get the card. Spirit of life. There's nothing more important in our lives than our spiritual life. And it doesn't even have to be organized religion. That's great if you have that. Some of us don't. It's being in touch with your higher self and spirit and the universe and energy. And remember, you're never alone. So even if you may feel alone or you're spending time alone, the spirit of life is with you. So if you have questions about what you're doing, allow yourself to rest in this realization and feel the lightness within you. Just let go and let the universe guide you. Ask the universe to help guide you. I'm not sure if this helped, if this resonated with anybody. I hope it did. But this is what I have for you. Again, I hope it resonated. If it did, please give it a thumbs up. And energy exchange, little energy tip. And do consider subscribing and joining the tribe. Comment down below. Share this with someone who you may know may need this message. I appreciate all of that. I appreciate each and every one of you, all of you who have joined, all of you who have stayed. If you stayed this far in the video, check out the video at the end, and if you've seen the cards up to this point, maybe check out those videos. I have a playlist for all the daily shuffles I've done, and so check those out. But thank you so much for joining. I appreciate the support, and I hope I will see you in the next one. Join tomorrow. So Friday frequencies, the frequencies for tomorrow for the next few days. Check it out. Subscribe, and hopefully you'll be notified. Thank you so much. Peace out.